Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're searching for jumbo perch on the Bay of Green Bay.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Hey, hey, John Gillespie! Hey, John Gillespie!
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome?
Holy moly!
Oh my God! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
You know, I had a little time to spend today, and you called me up and said, hey, the perch are biting on the Bay of Green Bay. And are they really back? Are people catching a lot of perch?
Yes, you know, I grew up in the heyday of it. When I was a kid, my grandpa had a cabin on the other shoreline, and we caught tons and tons of perch. They kind of got wiped out, but it is really coming back strong. I mean, it's almost as good as it used to be.
Yeah, I know you and I were here ice fishing. When was it? In March.
Yep.
And, you know, just before the season closed, there is a closed season we'll talk about during the show. But we did really well through the ice, and some fish up to 14 inches.
Yeah, oh yeah, and you know what? This summer, I've had days we've been catching them up to 16 inches. We've had some amazing perch fishing already this year.
And the neat thing is, folks, you can just sit in your chair here and put the rods in the rod holder and watch them go up and down, and boom, or a slip bobber.
Slip bobbers are really good, drop shots, just a jig and a crawler, all those things work.
All right, Blake and Matt, come on, we got to catch some perch. Folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this. You know, folks, with my buddies using leeches and crawlers all day, I'm glad I've got the Johnson pump washdown kit. All I can do then is spray down the boat and get all that stuff out of there. But the Johnson pump washdown kit has another use. It's 92 degrees and humid today. Now watch. I'll take care of my buddy Tom in the back. Ah, there we go, Tommy.
Holy smokes, does that feel good?
Oh, there we go, buddy.
92 and humid.
Oh, Johnson pump washdown kit. What do you think of that, buddy?
I love it. I need one.
Yeah.
Can they put them on pontoon boats?
They're great for pontoon boats. There you go, buddy.
Wait till my wife sees that one. I'm going to get her too.
Yes, sir, Tommy. That is refreshing, buddy. I am going to get you a Johnson pump washdown kit.
Have you ever wondered what oil goes in your vehicle or your ATV? Well, at AMSOIL, we've got some industry-leading lookup guides that we spend a ton of time maintaining. So you could type in your snowmobile, you could type in your truck, you could type in your everyday commuter car, and it'll tell you what oil, what filter, and how much of each you need. You can also add your vehicle to the AMSOIL garage, and then it's saved. So next time you need an oil change, you just click a button. For more information, check out amsoil.com.
Oh, that's a
Whoa! Hey, hold that now. Now, Blake, look at the size of that perch.
That is massive.
That is gorgeous,
a big
man.
fish.
And what are you using there, buddy?
Just a little chunk of nightcrawler.
Just a chunk of crawler.
Oh,
Hold that up again. I mean, that's a gorgeous perch anywhere you go, buddy.
It's a great one.
What do you think that's Jolly? What is that?
That's 11, 12, 11 maybe.
Way to
Beautiful
go,
fish.
Matt. Bobber down, bobber down.
Ooh, he's starting to go.
How long do you give him?
Well, I usually wait till the bobber's all the way down, but he's
moving.
on there.
Yeah, Bobber was moving. There
we
you go, Jowl. Hey, that's not bad. Now, is that about the average?
You know, I would say that's average to slightly below average most days.
Yeah.
But that's a nice perch.
That's a beautiful perch.
Yeah.
That's a 10-incher right there.
Yeah, he'll eat good.
And you got him how big?
I've had them up to 16 already.
Have
this
you
year.
really?
Yeah, we've had some really big perch this year.
What we're doing for these perch, folks, is really simple. Like I said, I got an 1/8-ounce Google Eye jig, and I just kind of string the crawler up on there, and then I snip it off about halfway down. And you don't want to go right down on the bottom because there's gobies down there and they'll steal your worm right away. So the key, Brett, is to keep the gobies from hitting, stay about 2-3 feet above the bottom.
Yeah, when you're fishing the rocks, you want to be up off the bottom, you know, anywhere from a foot to 3 feet off bottom. That way, because those gobies will just destroy your crawlers. You can fish minnows tighter to the bottom. The gobies don't mess with them, but yeah, otherwise you got to be up a little
Crawler
bit.
is probably the best.
It depends on the time of year. Earlier, I was just crushing them with minnows. I couldn't get a bite on a crawler, and now it's crawlers.
Hey, Matt, we're perch fishing. What are you doing? Trying for walleyes up there with a shiver minnow?
Maybe one or
That's
two.
what it sounds like.
We're after it.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Walleye.
Wow.
There we go. Nice
Yeah, that's interesting, buddy. And the walleyes will be right out here with the perch?
Oh yeah, they're both out here on these rock humps. Usually a pretty good school of both.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So the walleyes don't bother the perch?
No, I mean, some of the perch that we're catching are just as big as this walleye.
Wow. Yay! What do we have? What do we have, Matterino? Let's hope for that big perch.
It feels nice.
Let's hope for a perch here. Ooh, look at that.
Fighter.
Oh, pass him right up there to Matt. Now, folks, that's what we're talking about right there. And Jolly, there's a time period where you can get numbers of those that size.
Absolutely, some really big perch. We had one day, we had 10 of them between 15 and 16 this year.
How big is that one, Matt?
It's got to be pushing 12.
Beautiful, man. Oh, Jolly Rancher. Let's see that
Another
one.
nice one.
That's another nice one.
Yeah.
Not as big as the one Matt caught, but these are the perfect eating size, right?
Absolutely, that's a dandy.
And what is
Good
that,
eater.
about 8, 9?
Yeah, 9-ish.
Yeah.
Nice eater.
This is fun, buddy.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of got spot lock on and fishing over the side of the boat.
Yep, that's all we're doing. A
And
little structure down there.
you're using a slip bobber, and I'm just kind of holding on to the rod.
Right.
Back of the boat, back of the boat. Whoa, what is he doing swimming around with the perch, you know?
That's a
There's
nice
a bonus right there.
Yeah.
And that's a legal walleye.
Absolutely.
You know? And all I'm doing for these perch folks is using an 1/8 ounce Google Eye. This is the live bait jig, and just a half a crawler, right, Brett?
Yep, and
that's
that
all
works,
you need?
That works for the perch and the walleye.
Yeah. Got him! That was a beautiful hook set on that, Matt. Nice hook set, buddy. Let's see what we got coming in. Oh my gosh, folks. Holy moly, look at the size of that perch right there. My gosh. Matt, so how deep do you have your bobber set up? We're fishing in about 20 feet. Are you about a foot up?
I'm like 3 feet off the bottom.
Are you really?
Yeah,
You're that high?
Whole crawler. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff sticking up underneath, so
Boy,
gotta keep
isn't
it
that a
above 'em.
beauty? And Brett, now let's go over this for the folks. What are the limits on the perch on the bay?
You can keep 15 perch per person. They've got a closed season from March 15th to May 20th. Protects them during the spawn. Can't keep any perch during that time period. But in the summer, 15 apiece, and they are some of the best eating fish on earth.
Also want to mention that, you know, you get into fall, September and October can be really good months
Yeah,
for perch out here,
fall
right?
actually gets even better than summer.
And what do you look for generally?
You know, typically they're on the edges of rock or any kind of a transition where it goes from rock to sand or the edge of the weeds or anything like that.
Okay. And depths?
Depths, it varies. Sometimes I catch them in 4 feet, sometimes I catch them in 25 feet.
Okay. There we go. Just hanging it over the side.
Another
Look
dandy.
at that, folks. My gosh, those are just beautiful perch. And like we talked about at the top of the program, the exciting thing about these perch is they're coming back strong on the Bay of Green Bay. They really are. And 15 of these is more than enough, you know, to feed a family, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's gonna be a perch.
Yay! She's getting Holy Blake! Blake, look at the size of that perch.
These are huge.
It's like Devil's Lake, North Dakota, isn't it?
Yeah, we're catching them on bobbers, which makes it a lot of fun.
And you know, we didn't start doing this until late in the afternoon.
I know.
And Brett, can you catch them into the evening like this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Mornings, evenings, it's all good.
Nice one, Blake. Isn't
Thank
that
you.
a beautiful fish?
Gorgeous.
My turn in the back. And we said, look at that jumbo-itis, man. Walleye, come on back here with me, buddy. I mean, this is just amazing. And you know, when I was a kid, we had them like this off of Milwaukee, you know, on Lake Michigan. But I mean, look at that, just the average size like that.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
And I want to mention too, you know, you've been actually guiding for perch quite a bit this year. Huh?
I've run quite a few guide trips for perch. Next year, I'm going to be booking a ton of them, and I'm still going to be doing some perch trips yet in September that I have openings for.
Okay, but you know, when you look forward to next year, May can be a really good month too. When is it closed?
The season opens May 20th.
Okay.
So from May 20th all the way through June, July, August, it's all good. We really did good in end of May and June this year.
Look at that, folks.
That's a dandy.
This does not feel like a perch here, Joel.
Yeah, every now and then
we got
the big ones will
sheepshead
surprise
swimming
you.
around. We got walleyes swimming around, and this is
Sheepo.
a big old sheepshead. Now, you were telling me a story earlier today about sheepshead. You know, we talk about it on Lake Erie too, because you catch a bunch of them there. But there are some guys that believe that these are good to eat.
You know, there are a handful of guys out there that swear by them. You know, they got to be like this size or smaller.
Right.
And they swear they're as good as a walleye or anything else.
Have you tried them?
I just take their word for it.
Okay. Well, we got to try them sometime.
Yeah.
And what they say is they just take this back strap.
Just the back straps.
The deal.
Yep.
And the guy, Mike Patterson over on Lake Erie, he's got friends that keep them and say you can't taste the difference.
Tilke down in Green Bay swears by them.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. Now this one I think is a perch. I hope it's a perch. And
another nice eater.
There we go. Another jumbo-itis there, Giles.
Very nice.
I mean, really, this is just absolutely amazing, buddy. And do you see a lot of guys out here perch fishing?
There's getting to be quite a few, yeah. You know, I mean, it's not like the old days where there were cities of boats out here for perch, but there's quite a few guys out targeting it now.
And I think the important thing before you start fishing is to just kind of like drive around with your hummingbird and find the edges. Sometimes they're on top of the rock bars, sometimes they're on the edges.
Yep, and edges a lot, right on that transition where it goes from hard bottom to soft bottom.
Yeah.
Perch love those transitions.
Mouth that one for the folks. Now that's about the average that we're catching.
Yeah, that's a nice size perch.
Yeah.
My dad and I love bacon, but we found something way better than just bacon. It's the Johnsonville sausage strips. They come in 4 flavors: original, maple, spicy, and chorizo. So today I thought I'd surprise my dad with a lunch. It's called the SLT. All you need is a hoagie, lettuce, tomato, and your sausage strips. All right, I'm gonna bring these down to my dad. Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
I made you lunch.
Ooh, look at that, a BLT.
No, it's an SLT.
What's an SLT?
It's from Johnsonville. It's Johnsonville sausage strips. It's way better than just a regular BLT. Try it.
Smells good.
I want one too.
Oh. That is absolutely wonderful. And again, what is that?
Johnsonville sausage strips. Way better than original bacon.
Ooh, I love it. Ryan, the photographer, wants one too.
I'll make him one. For more delicious recipes using the Johnsonville sausage strips, go to johnsonville.com.
We were fishing the Bay of Green Bay out of Oconto, Wisconsin. A 2.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 3.5 hours from Chicago, and 4.5 hours from Minneapolis.
Eagle Claw is the only hook made right here in the USA. And they also make this new EC 2.5 bait casting combo. This combo is fast action, lightweight, and is built to stand up to long-term use.
If you want to know how the best anglers always seem to find fish, stay on fish, and be in the right place at the right time, don't ask them. Just look at the name on the side of their boat. The one that's built 10 million motors, shallow water anchors, and more. No angler's gonna tell you their secrets, but they don't have to, because you already know. Minn Kota, fish for more.
The first thing that we're going to do today is attack panfish in the basin of a lake.
Just gives it a little extra flavor or smell.
Fishing jumbo perch in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. This is not too early to come out and catch walleyes, huh?
It's never too early.
This middle of May stuff for walleyes. It's cool.
It's a night and day difference putting the bait mate on.
This is ranked as one of the top smallmouth destinations in the world. And that bait mate does work, doesn't it?
It does.
Catch more fish all year long with Baitmate Fish Attractant. Check it out at baitmate.com.
Hey, 2 in a row for the Gillespie. 2 in a row for the Gillespie. You put a little extra sinker on there too.
Yeah.
And that's the smallest one of the day, and that's still a keeper.
Oh yeah, that's
You know?
nice fillets on one that size.
But you actually, I can see on here, you put 2 split shots on.
Yep.
And that's 2 casts in a row. And I think maybe that's keeping that down, straight down.
Yep, a little more vertical. It's not putting there's not as much tension on your bobber too.
Right. And what's kind of beautiful about tonight is we got these kind of slow moving, rolling waves.
Yep.
And with the slip bobber, that gives it a little more action,
Kind
doesn't
of
it?
rides right along in there.
Because I noticed, the rods that we're having hang over to the side of the boat are not getting hit like the slip bobber ones.
Usually those drop shots off the side are really good,
Yeah.
but pretty slow today.
Now if you get this in, Blake, we got to talk a little bit about the hook set here because that's important. Big bass, big bass, big smallmouth bass. Oh my gosh, Blake, way to go, Blakey. All right, let's see what we got here. Nicely done. Look at the size of that gigantic bass, Blake. This is a slobosaurus.
On a little hook and a crawler.
Hey, and a slip bobber. Look at the size of that thing, though, you guys.
You got him. He's feisty.
Oh my God.
That is a big fish. And we're fishing a rock pile out here, folks. So far we've caught walleye, sheep's head, the perch we're after, and now a beautiful smallmouth bass.
Wow, that is one of the big.
Hit it spot lock.
Spot lock.
Hit it on the thing.
Hit the spot lock. Hit the spot lock, guys.
Which one is it?
Oh golly, yeah. My hook set is just a sweep, actually.
Rather than pulling back real hard.
You have to at least give it, 10 seconds because we have a whole crawler on there. Because they'll nibble at the end of the crawler, but you have to wait a little bit till they heat the whole thing, and then you do a sweep of a hook set. And didn't expect this. I was expecting
did not
one of
expect
those.
that either.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out this deal. Save $10 on the Abu Garcia Max Pro Spinning Reel on sale for $44.99.
Oh, I hope it's not another smallmouth. We're perch fishing.
We have,
Maybe not.
Well, let's see.
I thought it was a perch.
Ooh, jolly. There's
nice
another eater walleye.
Yeah.
And, hey, Matt, so far, what have we caught on this spot?
Sheep's head.
Yeah.
Walleyes. Huge
Yeah.
perch. Huge bass.
Yeah.
Is that
Potpourri,
all?
yeah.
Potpourri. Yeah.
And Brett, is it that unusual where you see these different species together on top of a rock bar?
No, if there's food here, there's predators of all species. The bass, the walleyes. Sometimes you'll see muskies and pike on the same spots where you're catching perch.
Hey, one thing I want to talk about is the value of spot lock when you're doing this type of fishing, especially with slip bobbers. So what you can do is position the boat where you want it on the rock bar so everybody can cast, but spot lock keeps you positioned.
It keeps me positioned right there, and if I want to adjust by just 5 feet one way or the other way, front or back, I can just hit the button on the remote and that jogs me one way or the other.
It sure beats the old days of putting an anchor down and bringing an anchor up.
Way better.
Oh, yeah.
Way better. Oh, there's one on the drop shot off the side.
Finally, we got one on the drop rod. Huh?
Yep.
Oh, that's another dandy, Giles.
And I had minnows on this one.
Yeah, and we're doing this in the evening. Evening is not normally the best deal for this, is it?
It can be good in the afternoon, late afternoons, but yeah, I mean, they're biting awful good for nighttime perch.
Now, when you normally do this, it's you want your guys here to fish perch early in the morning.
Yeah, we usually leave the dock at 6. And that first couple hours of the morning are best, but we do get them throughout the day.
Yeah, and again, folks, we're on rocks right now. If folks come out here, it's not just rocks. There's weed beds all along. Find the weeds and find the fish.
Exactly.
And so you just kind of explore.
Yeah, it can vary day to day. Sometimes they're up in the weeds, sometimes they're out deeper. If it's windy, definitely look up in the weeds. If it's flat calm, you might want to look a little deeper.
This one, oh my, oh my, look at that. Look at the size of that perch. Look at this thing. This thing is a giant jolly. Whoa, that fought like a walleye.
Yeah, the big ones really fight.
Look at that, man. That is jumbo-itis big perch central right there.
Yep.
What do you think that one is?
That's all of probably 14. Now, one thing with these really big ones like this,
Yes.
I stress letting them go.
Okay.
You know, even with perch, you know, this is still a fragile fishery.
Sure.
And this is going to be a great spawner in the spring. So we're going to let this one go.
Boy, look at that, folks. I mean, Jolly, that's just amazing to me, buddy.
That is a beautiful
And
perch.
I want to remind the folks again, this isn't just a summer deal. The fall can be really, really good for these.
Fall can be even better.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, look at that, man. That is a trophy. Sweet!
Yay! Sweet!
Sweet hook set for Blake-aroo! Oh my gosh, look at that, Blake. Isn't that incredible?
Wow, and you just caught a huge one too. Oh my golly.
Now, was that a whole crawler, Blake?
Yes.
That was a whole night crawler.
Yep.
And you know, it's kind of mixed. We've gotten them on halves, but you know, you've been fishing with me for several years now. You don't see this very often, do you?
No, and once we caught one, we could not leave. You know, this was just an awesome opportunity that Jolly was telling us about. These perch are perch of a lifetime, to be honest. So I noticed you're wearing blackfish just like me.
Yes.
What do you like about the blackfish gear?
Well, I'm on the water 200 days a year easy, and I hate putting sunscreen on all the time.
Me too.
With the UPF protection of the blackfish gear, I mean, I don't have to screw around with the sunscreen or anything like that. I'm protected all the time, and I don't have to worry about skin cancer or anything else that us fishing guides get.
And it probably keeps you cool all day long.
It does.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a very nice, cool feeling.
And guess what? It's chemical free. So as many times as you wash it, you will still get protected. For more information, go to blackfishgear.com.
Kalen's Pendu jig features a patented free swinging hook. This feature gives any soft plastic or live bait an added action no fish has ever seen. As you jig it, swim it, the free swinging hook moves up and down, giving your bait or lure an unpredictable action. This jig also makes your live bait or plastic stand up when you pause it, imitating a feeding bait fish on the bottom that entices more bites. The Pendu jig comes alive. Kalen's Pendu jig is available in 4 sizes and 12 colors.
Boy, it is big. Well,
But that's still...
what's wrong with that, man? Hey, come on, man. Come on, man.
We're getting cocky.
Look at that. It's crazy.
Hey, Matt, you know, you fish muskies all the time, but this is just as thrilling.
This is awesome. There's something about fishing with a bobber. It's just
That
fantastic.
takes me back to being a kid, but where do you see perch like this?
Yeah, not when I was a kid. This is unreal.
You could, wait, we got to talk about this one. I hope it's a perch, Blake. I hope it's a
perch.
jumbo-itis. Now tell the folks what happened there.
I was turned around talking to Matt, and I came back to look for my bobber, and I go, I don't see it. And I had a perch on.
I love your hook set, buddy. And it's not, well, oh,
Another nice one.
another Jim Dander there, buddy.
Yeah, that one's hooked pretty deep.
But, you know, Blake talked about it before. As a matter of fact, that this kind of a hook set is not the way to do it.
No, with slip bobbers, any kind of slip bobber fishing, you want a big, long
Kind
sweep.
of a sweeping hook set
Yep,
like
reel
that.
till the line is just about tight and a big, long sweep.
All right, Matt Rooney. Yeah,
What is it?
That's a perch. That is a jumbo.
It is.
Is it really? You need the net?
Yeah, maybe it's not
Oh, no, that's a flipper inner right there.
Wow,
That
he
one's
told-
only 12 inches long, man.
Hey, that's still giant, Dad.
Jolly.
There we go.
All right, Jalarubu. Well, let's see. Perchy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice
That's
one.
a dander right there, Jones.
Nice.
Now lift that one because that's kind of fun to do when you get them that big. And you know what's kind of interesting? Earlier today, the front of the boat was catching a ton more fish.
Yep.
Then it switched to back here, then back there, and then back here.
The school moves around and around. You just
Yeah.
got to have your bait in the water.
Seeing that bobber go down is
Let's see.
so much-
Oh, look at that one, Blake. Look at that one.
Man, that is a jumbo perch, to say the least.
And that one was, you know, you let your bobbers float right back to the boat, huh?
Yeah, you know, we've caught some, you know, a few feet off the by the boat and right next to the boat. It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm, John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2021 fishing contest.
Corey Ramsett of La Crosse caught this 17-inch white bass on the Black River on a rip and wrap. Nels Brown of Marshfield caught this 31-inch walleye on Lake Wisconsin on a nightcrawler. David Dew of Chicago Ridge, Illinois, boated this 7-pound largemouth bass on Sunny Pine on a swim bait. Jim Nitka of Green Bay caught this 31-inch walleye on the Bay of Green Bay on a crawler harness. And this week's kids winners are Easton Otto of Eagle River caught this 25-inch bass on Paradise Lake on a bandito bug, and Aubrey Wold of Farmington, Minnesota caught this 41-inch tiger muskie on Orchard Lake on a Meps.
Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. Check out what I found this week. Save $15 on the Akuma Deadeye Magna Bait Cast Combo on sale for $79.99. And save $10 on the Zebco Strategy Spinning Reel on sale for $19.99.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, good job, Jallaroo. Hey, there we go. Not a giant, but a gorgeous fish.
Really good eater.
All right, Blake. Oh, be a perch, be a perch, be a perch. That was way out. Oh, look at that one. Get him in, Blake, quick. Get him in. All right. Turn around. Let's see that one. That is. Oh, wait, Matt's got one on the right. Matt's got one on the right.
Doubling up.
Oh, look at that. Oh, you guys, that is something else. Hold those up together, you guys. And, you know, we got to tell the folks we're not catching one every second.
No.
You know,
We're getting a lot, though.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of fish, but it's sometimes you wait 5 minutes between a bite, you know?
Mm-hmm, absolutely, you know. But the fact that they're this big, waiting like a few minutes in between is awesome.
Yep, and that's a great job, you guys. Beautiful fish.
Whew.
Brett Jolly guides the Bay of Green Bay on a daily basis. For more information, give Brett a call. That phone number is 715-581-5678. 581-5678.
It's time to save big during the Yamaha Let's Ride sales event. With as low as 2.99 APR for 36 months on every single Yamaha motorcycle, ATV, and side-by-side. Plus, amazing customer cash offers. See your local Yamaha dealer for huge savings. Then, let's ride.
Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
Well, thank you for a really fun day.
Problem.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet, but we'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm Blake Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.